At Direct Service Garage Doors, we are your one-stop shop for all things garage door. From garage door repair and broken spring replacement to new garage doors and openers, we do it all. We're proud to be among the highest-rated local garage door companies in all of Northwest Arkansas. Our highly trained technicians are available 24 hours a day at no extra cost to you. So if you have an emergency, call us today, 479-203-5880, or visit our website at directservicenwa.com. Don't wait days. We'll fix it now.
All right, welcome everybody. Tuss Talk with Ty is back. Link is available if anybody wants to hop in on the call. Shout out to Tuss Talk with Ty Patreon supporters. Looking forward to seeing how the month of October goes. Hope you guys want to join in if you haven't already, right? We don't have the Apex Tattoo Studio newest. We don't have their newest ad. I don't have the MP4 version of the ad, so I can't play it, unfortunately. Here's the link. Listen, if you guys want to join, if you have anything you want to say, there it is, man. That's it. It's in chat. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on? Hope you guys enjoyed the Hogville postgame show. Of course, don't forget, wander on over there to hogville.net when all this is over. The Razorbacks are playing. I realize that's a part of it. I have no idea if anyone's going to join in on the audio, but you are more than welcome to do so. Click the link. You can join in. If you got a phone, if you're at your computer, laptop, tablet, doesn't matter. So if anybody wants to hop in, there's the link to do so. Yes, sir. What's up, Ty? What's going on, Will? How you doing, man? Oh, we've got someone. We've got somebody. Here we go. Look at that right out the gate. Let's do it. Money Mon. What is up, my man? How you doing?
Hey, what it do? Boy, them Hogs did a hell of a run down there. I like to see that. I started off a little scary at first, and then all of a sudden they woke up. I appreciate all that run down there they did. It was about time we beat them on the road.
Yeah. Who stood out for you? Who was your MVP, man?
It was Rocket Sanders. Even though KJ, you know what I'm saying, it's the head of the team and all, but Rocket, he did his thing. You know, he didn't do much first half, but the second half
he got it going, didn't he?
Oh yeah. But I did like to see. I like that they put old Santana in there, you know, and let him get a couple of reps in there. You know, it was late fourth quarter, but yeah, that was good too. But overall, I think Rocket, you know what I'm saying, Matt Landis did his thing, but for the most part, you know, it was a Rocket running show.
It absolutely was. Are you expecting him to do that against? Oh yeah, I got to take a drag of the cig. You're making me want my cigar now, man.
Oh yeah, hey, look, I had to watch the game before I made my little rat killer.
Absolutely, man. All right, next week, Liberty. How you feeling about Liberty, man?
Hey, I think they'd be ready for Liberty. You know what I'm saying? Defense did show a little bit better, but hey, you really can't say that because Auburn's defense ain't worth nothing to play count on. I mean, it's good practice and all, but for the most part. Yeah, no, defense actually showed a little bit better defense today. They actually did what they were supposed to, for the most part. So, I mean, on the Liberty game, I think we'll win it. You know what I'm saying? I expect it just 2 scores on them for sure. And it's at home.
Are you going to any games? You got 3 more in Fayetteville.
Are you going to any games? No, I'm not going to the game. I'm going to be watching just like I am now. I'm a truck driver, so I'll be on the road. So, yeah.
My granddad, my grandfather was a truck driver.
My granddad. Oh man, I wouldn't change nothing about it. I like it. I help America out, but I'm still a Hog fan, even though I'm in Tennessee. Late too much. I hate it. Yeah. But I do appreciate this. Hey, look, I know it's the first time I've been out here, so now y'all can put a face to that Hog fan.
There you go, man. Well, I appreciate you.
Yep. All right, I appreciate you too, Tom.
All right, man, take it easy.
All right, later.
There you go. There's our first one. Mon was the first call-in on the link. If you guys want to join, there it is. This is a little bit different. You don't have the big red wall over here on the side of the screen and all that. You just get, like I said the other day, you just get more of the green wall. Or I'm sorry, the gray wall, not the red wall. You get the gray wall. Make sure, again, you guys like, share, subscribe, all the fantastic stuff, right? Let's read these comments really quick. Yes, sir. What's up, Ty? How you doing, man? Oh, yeah, big winners today. Go Hogs. Cameron Gray says, what's up, Ty? What's going on, man? Monterio Knight, what's going on? How you doing, sir? Gould just gives us a hog emoji. I like that. I can dig it. Hogs ride that bus home on a good note. I agree. The link is available on Twitter. It's Pinto. It's not a very good quality. I thought about streaming it here, but I'm sure there's not great. I'm sure it's not great reception, and I'm sure their Wi-Fi is, I don't know. They're probably, I don't know. Pinto hopefully doesn't get kicked out. I was going to check on it, see if it was worth streaming, but it's just a mess. It was you could really, the picture wasn't real clear, and I'm looking at it right now. Looks like Texas has a 31-27 lead, but it is grainy. I mean, it is hard to tell when they're on the floor. It's rough. It's a rough feed. But shout out to Pinto for doing that at all, man, for sure. I don't know what you're talking about here. Hey guys, support a local brand. Check out Band Next Door. Check out Band Next Door. What is that? You know what? I'll look it up. What is it? Band Next Door? Is that like a Band Next Door? Or is it just, you want to clarify that? Because I'm not pulling anything up here. The Band Next Door. Hey, if you want to listen, I'm all about supporting local businesses. If you want to clarify that, Razorback fan, that'd be great. Yes, Ty, I missed this. I did too, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. Remember to like, share, subscribe. It's a little bit, it's got its own set of challenges doing it this way because I can't share the way I would if I were just using OBS because StreamYard, there's no there's no share button. I mean, I'm not seeing one. I'm not seeing a share link, and I don't know. It is what it is. Again, if you guys want to join the show, the link is provided for you to join the show, not the actual. I'll post it again in Discord if anybody wants to join. There it is. For those of you in Discord, it's on Twitter as well. Big win. Great feeling to win the ones you're supposed to. 5-0 is on the table. I think you're right. Tusky. I think it is. It's on the table. Question is it within reach? How realistic can they win out these final four games? Liberty at home, LSU, Ole Miss, and at Mizzou. Arkansas is at home for the next 3 weeks. That's nice. Kansas State is currently killing Oklahoma State 28-0. Wow. I did pick Kansas State. I don't remember where. I think Mark Rogers. If I didn't turn those picks in too late, I don't think I did. I picked Kansas State on that one. I'm feeling pretty good. Big 12 is TCU's for the taking. Yeah. Certainly seems to be that way, which is crazy. All things considered, what's going on over there. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Woo Pig Suey, hit the like button, says Jay Johnson. Yeah, for sure. Let's see if I can get this thing to share across the other platforms here. Copy. So, yeah, my MVP of the game definitely going to go to Rocket Sanders. I got to say, I was really impressed with the defense. You know, with what they were able to, I mean, for the most part, they struggled a little bit on third down, but they got after the quarterback a little bit. We saw more multiple looks up front on the defensive line. That's always, that's a good thing, right? You're seeing different looks. They're not just dropping 8 back every snap. They're why isn't this working? It's not dragging. Why isn't it working? They're not just dropping 8 back every snap. Of course, Auburn, you can't take that approach anyways because they can cut you up. We saw Tank. We saw what Bigsby's capable of. Jacquez Hunter, Ashford. Like these guys, they have it in them to run the ball and have success at running the ball. They have it in them to do that. You know what? Why don't we just use? I'm looking for I don't know. For whatever reason, this is not one to. There we go. Let's just post that. That's on Razorback Fans for Life Facebook page. It's not anything. And have you guys seen the KJ Jefferson Spirit Halloween meme yet? It says KJ Jefferson. It's what everybody does this time of year. KJ Jefferson includes weights to lift, ability to truck players, cannon for an arm. I think that's I love that. Who do we have here? All right, Yudwa's on the line. What's going on, man?
I didn't even mean to join this.
And you're here.
What is going
on? What's up, man?
What up, dude?
Well, you're here. You might as well just tell us what's on your mind. You've been a Patreon supporter for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about all I got for you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Nothing.
Yeah.
No woo pig. Nothing.
Woo pig. There you go.
There you go.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't realize what I was doing. I just clicked that link.
No, you're good. You're good. I appreciate it. I got a woo pig out of you at least. If anybody else wants to join, the link is available. You can just go click on that bad boy.
Sir.
All right, man. It was great. We did get to hear Yudwa, man. Yeah, he's been a longtime Patreon supporter. He's been in our Discord. I'm pretty sure he's been in our Discord for a while. You think Jefferson or Sanders and Jefferson come back next year? Golly, that's a tough question, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's not like KJ. It's not like KJ was incredible today. It's not like the kind of performance that we got last week. Auburn this is a tough one. They're not better than BYU, but defensively they're better. So it's harder for KJ to shine on that stage, right? They have better athletes up and down the roster. Oh, someone else is in here. Who's this? We got Mike in them. Mike, who is driving. I hope you got a good signal. Well, look at this, man. We've already got, even though one of them was an accident, we've got 3 people on. Mike and them. What's going on, man?
Big game. Big win at Auburn. Huge.
I agree.
We needed that.
How big was it and why?
Well, I like this when we came out in the second half. The one thing I wanted to talk about was our second drive, the second touchdown we scored in the second half. 7 straight run plays.
Yeah.
All the way down the field. First drive of the second half, I believe there were 3 pass plays in that 9 or 10 play drive. So yeah. I think Sam talked to him at halftime. He said he wanted to run more, and that made a big difference.
Yeah, I agree. What did you think overall? How would you grade Kendall Briles and Barry Odom today? What grades would you give them?
I like seeing the 4-down linemen from time to time. That was a good thing. Wish we could have seen a little bit more of that. I'd say offense probably a B+. I wish we could have.
That's fair.
Defense C+. C.
Yeah. I'm
glad they didn't have a better offense than they did.
Yeah, For sure. And you already had that big run.
Right.
The five plays, 90, whatever it was, 93,
Exactly.
94 yards.
Yeah.
Arkansas tends to do that. They make
Yep.
bad offenses look good.
Holy cow. It's raining in Northeast Arkansas now. I think I better not press my luck anymore.
All right, man. Well, thanks for hopping on, Mike. It was good talking to you, man.
Yeah. Good seeing y'all.
All right.
Woo pig.
Woo pig. Woo pig, baby. Look at this. Look at this. I saw Tyler was in here for a minute. Tyler Edmondson was down in the queue. If you want to hop back in here, Tyler, hey man, you're the very first Patreon supporter. The very first. We called him Tedmondson forever because that's his name. I know it's his name in our Discord. Rocket really averaged 10 yards per carry. That's crazy. And it's not like he did it against the absolute roster with no talent. Right. It's not like he did this against a roster with no talent. There was a little, I mean, there's something there, right? I mean, they have talent. The product is not good for Auburn. I get that. They're not a good football team. Their run defense is not good. Overall, they're just not a good team. But to see him do this week in and week out, no matter who it's against, is pretty impressive. He's the quickest player since Madre Hill to hit 1,000 yards. I asked Dudley Dawson where do you put Rocket in the category of running backs that have played. He's only got his freshman year and just a little more than half of his sophomore season under his belt. Where does he belong in the category of running backs? I think he's in the Alex Collins camp already. Now, Collins is still, I think, the second greatest running back to ever play at Arkansas. Or, well, at least in the modern era. I know we could go back. Madre Hills belongs in that category. Cedric Cobbs. You go further back. You can go back to the 70s and the 60s. Been some great running backs come through Arkansas, but I think in the modern era of college football, the last 25 years, I think he's already in that category. Alex Collins' run in the Liberty Bowl was legendary. Collins, and something I'm seeing from Rocket that he has that's common with Alex is vision. He's got the vision. Collins was shifty and was just a fantastic, had good burst, not top end speed, not a guy that runs a 4.3. I think his laser in the NFL Combine was a 4.56 or something. It was a mid 4.5 40, but he just had that burst and vision. His hips, he could move. He was, he had the agility. Great running back. I think Darren McFadden, Alex Collins. I'd probably follow that up with Felix Jones. Peyton Hillis belongs in there somewhere, but he's a little bit of an odd duck. He played two different positions. Maybe one of the greatest pass-catching running backs Arkansas has ever had, Peyton Hillis. Met him at the mall when he was a freshman, Peyton Hillis. My dad and I don't know what we were doing up there because my dad didn't like the mall. I missed the old glory days of the NWA mall, but we walked by Peyton Hillis, and that dude looked like a 32-year-old man. Just unreal, just built like a NFL linebacker, just incredible. At 18 years of age, Hillis was incredible. We're forgetting Felix Jones. No, we're not. I said Felix. Felix was great, man. I do think he had the benefit of playing with obviously with Darren McFadden. That helps. Everybody keys in on that guy, but it's not like Felix. It's not like Felix didn't pass the eye test. One of the greatest to ever wear the Razorback jersey for sure. I'm still Halloween. Oh, you're Halloweening tonight? I thought we weren't supposed to go till Monday, right? Are folks out Halloweening tonight? I guess they are. It is Saturday night. Hey, if you get a minute, hop in. Haas, that's your call. The link is in our Discord, my man. I've enjoyed these calls so far. Even the one that was an accident by Yudwa. I've enjoyed it. That was good. I honestly was like, hey, if I get 2 calls, that's a success. We've already had 3 and possibly a 4th. Thoughts on not having a Black Friday game next year for the first time in 30 years? Didn't they miss one? Didn't they miss one a few years back? I don't. Is that right? Is this their first non-Black Friday game? I thought they missed one a few years back. Maybe I'm wrong. When A&M and Mizzou joined the conference, I feel like that year they had a shift and we ended up playing Missouri on that Saturday. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Who wants to go back that far? Who wants to remember that year? Real question. Auburn, why do they have the amount of talent they always have? It's not like they've ever been a college powerhouse. Well, geography definitely, plays a factor. Where they're at, they're right in the mecca of college or of high school talent. They do have a little bit of history. Cam Newton, Gene Chizik, what Gus Malzahn did accomplish in his good years at Auburn. Tommy Tuberville, the undefeated season, when they went on and they barely beat Tennessee in the SEC championship. Don't ask me the year on that. I want to say 04, but that's probably wrong. But they missed out on the BCS national championship that year, but they've had some good runs. Obviously, Bo Jackson going further back, but they've always been in the shadow of obviously the Alabama Crimson Tide. But it's why you could argue that almost everyone in that region should be better than they are. Like South Carolina, of course, now they're ranked. They're playing pretty good football, but South Carolina is not too far from there, right? They're just a little bit east of where Auburn's at, but the Carolinas, the Virginias, North Florida, Alabama, the eastern quadrant of Tennessee, that's where some of the best talent in the country comes from. It's like you on the other side of Mississippi and over is where all the best talent. Mississippi puts out pretty good prospects, but they're right there in the thick of it. They always schedule it for Saturday and they move it to the Friday after. I can't remember. I think they did miss one. I'm pretty sure they've missed maybe even two. Because they're Auburn, you could say the same thing about Texas. I don't know that I put Auburn in the same. I'll be honest. I don't know a ton about Auburn's history. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know a ton about their history. I know they've had some, but I don't know that I put them in the same category as Texas though. Like Texas, there's a reason why people mock the whole "we're back" thing, right? Like not only because they said it and they didn't do it and they failed to live up to that, but it's like that is the expectation, is that Texas will be back because they're surrounded by the plethora of high school talent that they have. That link is available. It's still there. I'll share it again if anybody wants to join. It's right there in chat. Boom. There it is. Well, there it is. You guys should be able to click that if you want to join. Auburn is never pushover. They always have talent. Yeah, and I think I said this in our Discord live on Thursday night. If you struggle with Auburn, I'm going to be concerned. And they did. What I meant was if this becomes a final 2-possession kind of game in the fourth quarter where Arkansas can't take care of business, I was going to be concerned. But that wasn't the case. They took care of business. We knew what was going on. Hey, we got a super chat. Look at that. Haven't had one of those in a minute. Because, I've been doing Hogville, and the weekly shows don't get super chats. It's always the post games that get the super chats. Look at Jenna. Woo pig. I knew we would stomp a mud hole in Auburn. They did. They curb stomped them. Jenna, you were right. You nailed it. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Would just like to point out KJ's touchdown interception ratio is 15-1 this season. MVP of the team, in my opinion. Well, that's a tough one. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, right? What Rocket has achieved this year, now it used to be commonplace for a running back to have 1,000 yards. You remember Michael Smith's first year as a starting running back under Petrino? He had 1,000 yards. It was not a shock, when guys like Nile Davis, Dennis Johnson, I don't know. Did Dennis ever have 1,000 yard? I don't know that he did, but he came close. Dennis Johnson, I think, came close. But Alex Collins, Jonathan Williams, we were considered by ESPN RBU, but it's been a minute since they've had 1,000 yard back. And it's when you look at Rocket, I think the question, it could go both ways. Without Rocket, is Arkansas as successful as they are right now? Without Rocket, is that the case? I think, they both carry a lot of weight. They both carry a lot of water in that argument. But without KJ, you're damn sure not. I feel a lot better about what's going on at running back than I do quarterback. Mekhi Mitchell. Oh, talking about basketball game. Mekhi Mitchell's getting a lot more minutes than I expected. Remember, it is an exhibition game. Keep that in mind. I think we can agree that I think we can agree that we didn't play anything near our best, and we were still up 38-13. That's a good point. Halfway through the fourth, moving in the right direction for sure. I think we know coming out of bye weeks what Arkansas is capable of doing. They've proved that now, right? Going on the road, taking care of business. Arkansas has struggled at doing just that. The Razorbacks have absolutely struggled of just taking care of business and knocking an opponent out before the fourth quarter. Just taking care of business. South Carolina made it a ball game. Cincinnati made it a ball game. Missouri State, who had what did they lose, like 4 straight? They're not as good as we thought they would be at that level for Petrino. And they struggled to put those guys away. Obviously, they lost to a bad A&M team. They got just crushed by Alabama and Mississippi State. And then they turned it around against BYU, and I think offensively they took care of business, but the defense just couldn't, right? And then today, in a lot of it, yes, Auburn's offense is not good. They're not. That team is not good. They're not making a bowl game this year. I'll be shocked if they – and that almost feels like the most obvious thing in the world to say because I think it probably is. But they're a bad football team. But they have struggled against really bad teams. And, again, they lost to A&M. They lost to Texas A&M. Arkansas did. And Auburn has shown that they've got gloves, man. They'll fight. Auburn obviously doesn't trust Ashford to throw the ball, though. That's yeah. They take care of business, but not every day. This is Jenna. Well, they win, right? I mean, they have shown that they can win. I'm starting to look at that South Carolina game, and I don't know if it's one of those things where you caught South Carolina at a good time, or if you just really are that much better than South Carolina. It might be a mix of the two. But I do think Arkansas is a better football team than South Carolina. And you see what South Carolina is doing right now. That ought to give you hope, right? Cincinnati, that's another. Those are 2 ranked wins that are teams that are still ranked. You can argue, as much as I'm still on the fence about Cincinnati, and I have been, you can argue that those are 2 quality wins. Dubinian reminds me of Collins. Man, I am really excited about him, man. That dude, good vision, just great cuts. He lets the game kind of slow down a little bit. He's patient. We're seeing that on Rocket too. Ashford is a great athlete. I do agree. Georgia was down to Mizzou as well. They were. Yeah, Georgia was. Georgia had to. They barely got out of that game with a win. I mean, you can argue they probably should have lost that game. Here we go. Caller number 4, Money Mars. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, Ty? How you doing?
What's up, man? What's on your mind?
Man, I feel so much better after that win today. We just played way better than I thought we would, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they did. You're right. Who's your MVPs on offense and defense?
Offense, I definitely got to go Sanders, man. He's tearing it up. He is tearing it up. He's tearing it up hardcore. I mean, he had 170 against BYU, and then you have 170 again today. And I'm calling it right here, right now. He's definitely going to have over 100 yards against Liberty for a fact. I already know. Definitely. They're not going to stop him. There it is. They can't stop him. Defense, not many people might say this, but I got to go Clark. Everyone gives him a lot of crap, but I thought he played really good today. Did he not?
Oh, I love the Clark drop, dude. I love that.
Yeah. I thought he played really well. He held his coverage. He almost had a pick. So, I mean,
He has a pass breakup like every week. And
that's
definitely not common. People seem to forget that. That's not common.
No.
He ended up today with 4 tackles, a tackle for loss, and 1 pass breakup.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of people say he's not even I think he's one of our best defenders out there, to be honest with you. I mean,
wow.
He constantly, you don't really hear his name, but that's a good thing because he's not getting, he's not getting burnt.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think we definitely take care of business against Liberty next week. Honestly, I don't think they're good, but I think we're going to beat them more than people probably imagine.
Okay. So you think Arkansas is just going to take care of business?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think Sam Pittman's going to have them ready.
Well, their record coming out of bye weeks are pretty good. After the bye week to week, Arkansas, they seem like they get better and better week to week. Now that they're healthy, KJ's healthy, bumper pull out there looking good too today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Always.
Miles Slusser with a sack. That was great. So give me last thing before we get off here. What, and by the way, still accepting calls. This is what I say you were, your number 4. Is that right? I think you're number 4.
I thought maybe.
If anybody wants to be the magic number 5, there's your opportunity. I appreciate these guys coming on. This is great. I'm loving it. Even Yudwa, who came in here on accident, that was still fantastic. Give me your grades. Give me offense, and I haven't done special teams yet. Give me your grades. Just simple A, B, C, D, and then F. Offense, defense, special teams.
All right. Let's see. Offense, I got to go. I'll honestly go A-. There could have been a couple more things that we could have done, I think, but for the most part, I thought we done pretty much what we wanted to do, especially in the second half. Defense, I'll go C+. We got to work on containing the quarterback for sure. That's been a problem. Seen it today, and especially against Alabama. I thought we done decent at containing Tank Bigsby, though. I thought he was going to be a problem, but they done decent for the most part at keeping him, from killing us. Special teams.
That's tough.
Yeah, it was. I'll go C+ again. But both teams did horrible on special teams. So, I mean, I think it was just one of those days, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Yeah. You had the one long punt that went for 70 whatever yards by Reed Bauer. That was nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
But and then you had the Matrix dodging of the ball by who was that? Was that Stevens?
I thought, yeah. I looked back and I thought it touched his hands at first, but I think he missed it by just a little bit.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you hopping on.
Hell yeah, I appreciate it, Ty.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too, man.
I'm loving this. You guys need to get in on this. We've got another one. Jeremy McCollum. He's up on deck. If you guys want to join, the link is available in Discord. And you know what? I'll share it again here. Final time, maybe. I don't know. If you guys keep lining up in here, I may just keep going. There you go. There's the link. All right, Jeremy McCollum, sir. How are you?
Doing well, Ty. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man.
Awesome. Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you fine. I heard some kids screaming too. What are you doing to the kids?
So I've got my kiddos out here. They're with me on the live call.
There you go.
We're outside hanging out. So if I have to make an emergency exit, you know why. So
okay. All right.
But we should be good to go. Man, it's nice to be on your show. I listen to you. I listen to all your shows. I'm not very active in the chat, although I do chime in from time to time. So I would be considered a lurker. But I'm, a huge Hog fan and, try to catch all the content I can. So it's awesome to be on here with you, man.
Yeah, man. I thought about doing this a long time ago. I like interacting with Razorback fans. I like bringing them on. I like meeting them out and about when I'm at Walmart or at a game or whatever. It's a lot of fun. All right. Tell me first. I want your MVP on offense and defense, and then I want your grades, offense, defense, and special teams.
Okay, so MVP for offense for me is a toss-up between KJ and Rocket.
Tough.
I think I'd have to give the nod to KJ. I think the plays that he continues to make offensively week in and week out, I mean, in his absence at Mississippi State, we really saw how invaluable he is to the Razorback team, right? I mean, I know, Malik came in there and he played well, but I think that really showed that KJ is the true QB1 and his ability to extend plays in the pocket when it looks like, the play's dead. And, BYU last week, a couple times this week, really all throughout his career, It was funny, that BYU game, I was watching the game on my phone, and on that sack or on that potential sack, I actually put my phone down because I started doing something real quick, and I looked back on my phone, and Trey Knox was running with the ball. I was like, I didn't even see the escaped sacks.
Right.
So I'd go with him for my offense MVP. Defense MVP, that's a good one. That's a tough question.
We had Hudson Clark.
He made some big plays. Jordan Dominic had a good sack. I'd probably go, and Slusher, he was all over the field too. I'd probably give the nod to Clark as well. He made good plays on one of the screen passes. He came up there on and hit the wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage. So I would give him probably defensively. Did you ask for a special teams MVP as well?
Well, not MVP, just a grade.
Okay. Special teams. I'd probably give a B-. Cam Little was perfect on his PATs, 2 for 2 for field goals. Reed Bauer had a 78-yard punt. So albeit the defender or the kick returner didn't catch the ball, but it's still a good punt. So I'll give special teams a B-. I'm going to give defense. I'm going to go with a C+. I think that they made plays when they had to get off the field. I know the first drive in the third half, Auburn had picked up 3 third downs, before the blocked field goal. I'll give them a C+. And offensively, I would go A, but that early fumble by Jaden Hazelwood when we got into Auburn territory, it really hurt. I think offensively we moved the ball well, score 41 points. There's, not too many things that you can pinpoint and say, hey, look what we did wrong.
Right.
But I would go offensively a B+, defensively a C+, and special teams a B-.
I hear you on offense. You also had the 10 penalties as well.
Right.
The 10 penalties also not so good. All right, man. Well, Jeremy, I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yes, sir, Ty. It was nice to be on your show. Hey, do this more often. This is awesome. I mean, I enjoy doing this, and I know is this your first post game with Tuss Talk this year?
It is. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is, yeah. This is the first one. It's back.
Nice. Well, It's nice to finally be on here, Ty. Keep up the good work, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, man. Nice talking to you.
You as well, Ty.
All right, Jeremy.
All righty, bye.
There you go. Look at that. Well, what are we up to now? Is that 6? My gosh. John brought up a really good point. We got a blocked field goal. That doesn't happen very often, especially at Arkansas with how rough the special teams have been. I think I would probably grade out. I'd give the offense. I think the offense was a solid B+, right on the brink of being an A, like right there, like an 8.9 if you were doing like if we're doing the 1 to 10 scale, right? It's like right there at being at an A. But I'm going to say B+ there. Defense, I'm going to have to say probably C-. That 5-play, 93 yards. They did a good job not getting a lot of penalties. Pretty sure all the penalties today, except maybe 2, I don't think the defense had, but maybe a couple of flags. Am I wrong on that? Y'all are gonna have to throw some. Someone's gonna have to look that up for me because I'll forget as soon as I'm done here, for sure. Let's look at all the penalties, 2, 4, or 5. When we had our 2s out there, did the 2s get penalties on defense? At that point, I was, when Arkansas had such a big lead, now I'm like typing up notes. I'm getting ready for the show. And I don't want to say I lose interest. I don't lose interest clearly, but at that point now my focus is on getting the notes done. So maybe I missed a couple, but I thought maybe the defense only had a couple of flags out of the 10. You're not wrong on the defense penalties. So, okay. So was it just 2? Whatever it was, we know that the defense was not the problem as far as penalties go. Landon Jackson, wasn't it nice to see him make a play, ladies and gentlemen? Wasn't it nice to see him make a play? Now he's got couple sacks under his belt on the year, and now he's got a blocked field goal as a true sophomore, his first year as coming out of the transfer portal. Look at him already making a splash one way or another. Our offense did what? What'd they do? Back and better than ever, baby. Yeah, I could not. I love doing Hogville. That was great. But I got on the phone Friday with the Hogville, with the man who owns Hogville, and I said, hey, I think I'm going to bring Tuss Talk back. You know, give a little power to the Patreon supporters and keep Apex Tattoo Studio, the show's sponsor. By the way, if you're looking to get inked up, go check them out. Go look them up on Facebook. It's Apex Tattoo Studio. There's some examples of their artwork in our Discord on their page. Give them a call today, 479-278-2694. They're located in Rogers off 615 West Oak Street in Rogers, Arkansas. 72756. Give them a call today, 479-278-2694. Sunday. All right. It's awesome to have a 6'7" defensive lineman. Yeah, he's a towering individual. When you walk by him on the field, listen, I'm not short by any means, right? 6'2". I'm a tall, fat 6'2", or a short, should say short and fat because 6'2" is not short, but like a short 6'3", a tall 6'2". That dude is big. He towers, right? You're looking up and you're like, damn, you're big, bro. You don't look like a sophomore. One last call if anybody wants to join. Well, listen, we killed it today, man. You guys killed it. Those of you who came in, you guys absolutely killed it. Mike, Yadwa, who came in on accident. If you ever want to join in on this, there's the link, right? Well, in every show, it has to refresh a new link. So if you go back and you try to hop in the show on that link, you will miss out. Haas, are you wanting to get in here? I wouldn't mind having your take, man. Hop in the Discord. There it is. There's the Discord link right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. Arkansas taking on Liberty, like we've talked about a little bit. That's going to be a fascinating game. Jeremy says, or who was it? No, it wasn't Jeremy. It was damn it. One of those guys said that we were going to take care of business. Which one was it? Someone said we're going to take care of business against Liberty. Of course, we'll break that game down. We'll have the Thursday on hogville.net. We'll have the Thursday breakdown. And then, of course, Friday. I'm going to head out. Ty, it's been nice watching the streams after a game. Keep them coming and have a good day. You do the same, Ghoul. Appreciate you, man. Is Yadwa now deemed oops? I loved it, though. Hey, man, at least he gave us kind of a woo pig, right? We got something out of him. Oh, there's Haas. All right, Haas. Wrap us up, bro.
Well, we got us a win. I'm here looking all fat. Got my tie on and everything. Boy, hey. I tell you what, it's a great feeling when we come in and we do what we're supposed to do. My biggest issue still is that we're wildly flailing our arms instead of hitting somebody in the thighs and taking them back. We cannot tackle the way we're supposed to. And that's my biggest concern. I liked our red zone scoring today. We hit all of them, huh?
7 for 7.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's keep opening the offense up. Keep doing what we got to do, man. We can get out of here. Maybe drop one of these last 4 games.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
I agree with you on the tackling. I agree 110%, man. I agree 110%. I'm loving this view, by the way. We're getting the down view. Look at that hog hat.
You got the truck full of kids.
The flat bill. Hey.
Halloween and celebrating the win.
Hey. All right.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at on it, man. If we wrap up our tackling, our coverage wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I'll go back and rewatch the game, of course, and we'll talk more about it. If you get in our damn Discord, come on.
That's right. A Discord is something else. Hey, give me your grades, offense, defense, and special teams, and give me your offensive and defensive MVPs.
All right, so my offensive MVP is going to be Rocket, hitting 1,000 yards today. It was beautiful. 8 games in. D-Mac couldn't touch that. Took D-Mac 9.
Yeah.
Defensive MVP, I'm going to go ahead and give that to Pooh Paul. That man was in the backfield. He's got him a sack. Had him a couple tackles. I would give the offense a B. There's still some things we got to clean up. Penalties, blocking. I didn't like seeing the right side of the line not blocked. I did like Dalton Wagner picked up that nickel blitz. He stepped out and picked that up pretty good.
He's had a good year. He has quietly had a good year.
And, I mean, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a B. There's some things to clean up. Defense, I'm going to give a C+. And special teams, I'm going to give a B+ because they got that block. They didn't – there were some questionable things they did on the return game, but I wasn't mad about it. And then that boy Bumper Poole being our leading kick returner wasn't for that penalty.
He's kick return terminator, man. I don't know what it is about that guy in kick returns. He's just doing it. He's getting it done. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you hopping on. We had 6 people hop in here, and that's incredible. That's great. So
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
All right, man. I will chat with you in Discord later.
All right, boss.
All right, take it easy. That was a hoot, man. This was a blast. I love doing this. We're gonna have to do these. Yeah, every basketball is gonna be the same way. Hogville, I'll take care of business doing the post games on my own, just me doing the Hogville post games, and then we'll come over here. So the Hogville will probably be about 30 minutes, and then we'll come over here when we're done, and we'll do the call in, and we'll do all that. I've got some possible information for Patreon supporters as well. Got some stuff maybe coming down the pipes in the near future. So we may have an update this week for Patreon supporters. I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming through. I know it's, we got the 2 shows and all that, and you guys are hopping back and forth, but I do appreciate all the supporters, everyone. And when I mean supporters, I mean you guys who follow me on Hogville or who are here and all that, and you interact with us on Discord. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Patreon supporters, you got a special place in your boy's heart. Every one of you. I may not be able to put a face to all the names, but my gosh, look at those. Look at those. Let's get that banner off there. We got some guys on the bottom, right? Kathleen, Ed Hatcher, Joe Venable. There's Yudwa, Brady, John Sims, Tyler Edmondson, who is the first Patreon supporter. You guys are rock stars. I don't have to tell you that. You know that. You know that already. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back on Monday for what will probably be a very interesting Monday after live stream. Probably 11 o'clock. All right. Probably. Don't quote me on that. I'll see you guys around. Woo pig.